Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth 2. We're here. So, we found out some things in the last one, and we found out that Lotta actually had witnessed most of the murder, and the person that was murdered was the leader of the auction. So now we're down here by taking the lift, and we're gonna have to see what we can see. Oh no. Well, what? Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, hi, don't worry about the elevator. Don't worry about that, actually. It's fine. No, yes? It's fine. This place is... Well, wait, are they surprised that they ended up here? Am I the only one that thought it was obvious that they were going to end up here? Because it was just below from where they were. They knew that there was a storage room above. Okay. Is this the auction hall? No, it's the meeting room from before. What in the fuck are you laughing at, dude?
Well, how nice of you to drop in, Kay Faraday.
How nice indeed.
You've got some guts. Hey, you guys, arrest her. Arrest her.
Man, what the fuck? Man, you need to shut the hell up. Don't snitch, boy. Snitches get stitches, yo.
Wait, Kay is... Well, as for the rest of the riffraff, just show them out the door.
Oh, I can't believe this.
Oh my god, Lotta, please.
This is tyranny. Yeah, it's tyranny, pal.
Oh, Miles, this is kind of bad.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Well, the light of justice shines above me. Ow! Francie!
Francie, if you come to rescue me. Girl, just keep... Oh. Ow!
Why me too?
Oh, that's strange.
What did she miss? Maybe she's just too used to it.
Oh my god. Girl, there is never a time that I don't want to see your face. And I especially want to see it now. I was aiming for that weak ex-prosecutor.
You were clearly aiming at me.
Maybe something got in my way. Particularly...
No!
Right around there.
Francisca.
Just what do you think you're doing here, ex-prosecutor Miles Edgeworth?
I do not believe that Kay is the culprit behind this incident.
You're just an ordinary man without investigation rights. What you say does not matter.
Boy, she's mad. Oh no. She's real upset.
I'm Francisca von Karma. I will never stop moving forward. However, you chose to quit. The outcome of our battle has already been decided.
I cast away my badge because it became a millstone around my neck. I shall continue moving forward, even without it. The path I walk will surely lead to the truth. My actions are driven by that belief, and that is something which will never change.
So, you're saying that you found a path to the truth? Then show it to me. But, if that path proves to be a foolish one, it will not survive my whip.
Francie! Oh, okay. I'll go up against you, girl.
The victim used her keycard and entered this room with the culprit. Then, the culprit stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra, killing her. Shouldn't the letter make it obvious who the culprit is? Of course. The crime scene was right here in this room, the PIC meeting room. The proof is in the bloodstain we found here in the meeting room. That settles it, Miles Edgeworth.
Wait a minute, there was a couple things there.
Miss Von Karma seems really confident, doesn't she?
I see. She's a fiery one, isn't she? Ray, don't even. I don't mind a feisty cutie. So how about Ninja tutorial? Yeah, I knew it. Girl, get him.
How repulsive. Well, Miles Edgeworth, can you break my logic? If you truly have no intention of stopping here, prove it to me with evidence.
Yo, she needs this because she needs to know that we're still being, like, straight. Like, she's got to know that we're still working towards it. Or if she thinks that he's given up, she's going to be so upset. Very well. I'll show you, Francisca. Oh, those two screenshots together could be taken out of context just a little bit. The evidence that paves my path. Okay, let's see what we got. Time to butt. Girl, I'm all about it.
The victim used her key card and entered this room with the culprit.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna press everything. Was there nothing suspicious about the security system?
The meeting room security is perfect, much like my logic. There is no room for doubt.
Your logic isn't as perfect as you think. In any case, your opinion has not changed?
Yes, the victim and the culprit entered the room together. Then the culprit stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra, killing her. Okay, tell me more about that.
Did the victim's wounds match up with the candelabra?
The victim's chest was pierced in 3 places simultaneously by a sharp metal object. Is there anything else that could have done such a thing? That should all be written in Dr. Young's autopsy report.
So, you're sure that the murder weapon was the candelabra?
I mean, I was sure too. Are we not sure about that?
It might not be.
Exactly. As for who the culprit is, shouldn't the letter make it obvious who the culprit is? Tell me more about that, though.
Do you have anything to confirm that the letter was actually sent by Kay?
Are you proposing that it was forged by the real criminal? That possibility was dismissed some time ago. There were no traces of forgery on the letter. Of course, there were no other traces besides Kay Faraday and the victim found on the letter.
Are you saying you found Kay's fingerprints on the letter?
The only fingerprints we found belong to the victim.
In other words, you can't really say that Kay is the culprit.
Didn't I just say that the possibility of a forgery has been dismissed? That letter was originally sent by Kay Faraday. Therefore, it is only natural to assume that she is the culprit. Of course, the crime scene was right here in this room, the PIC meeting room. Are you sure about that, though? Because we found blood upstairs. So now I'm thinking no.
Do you have any proof that the crime took place in this room?
Avant Karma is perfect in every way, ma'am.
That is not evidence, as much as I love you.
Perhaps you forgot that when you gave up your badge.
Oh god, she is so salty about this. She's so upset.
The proof is the bloodstain we found here in the meeting room that settles it. Wait a minute, though. What if I present the bloodstain that we found upstairs?
Oh, I'm doing it. It's right here. Girl.
That's why the blood was pooling at the feet of the statue. The blood had dripped down from the lift above.
If memory serves me correctly, the blood in the meeting room was found in front of the statue of Lady Justice, was it not?
To murder someone before Lady Justice, this culprit knows no fear.
I wonder about that.
Look at this evidence.
Blood was found in the storeroom right above the meeting room. As you can see, there are signs that it has dripped down onto the floor below. And right onto the hidden lift is...
the statue of Lady Justice.
Then you understand. The murder did not take place here. The killer murdered the victim in the storeroom and then moved the body down to this room. What Lady Justice witnessed was a coward trying to conceal their crime, and not the moment of the murder. Girl, your bra, though. I saw it go off. What's wrong, Francie? What you got? Uh-oh. She's smiling? That's bad.
Pardon me. I just remembered a conversation quite similar to this one. As I expected, Miles Edgeworth, such naivete couldn't possibly be an act. Just how was Mr. Edgeworth naive? Ow! Have you forgotten, or are you just playing the foolish fool? The amount of blood in the meeting room is clearly greater than in the storeroom. Ugh, please don't just hit me and then ignore me. Ow! Such a large amount of blood couldn't have simply dripped from the floor above. And even if it had, there should have been much more blood left behind in the storeroom. I guess she's right about that? The murder could not have occurred anywhere other than in this meeting room.
Huh. You're as predictable as always, Francisca. What have you got, Miles? You got a reason for this?
What?
The difference in the amount of blood is just as you say. The question is, why does such a difference exist?
That issue is trivial. I already explained it with my perfect logic.
In that case, how do you explain the blood that was found in the storeroom? I don't suppose you're going to tell me that it somehow sprayed all the way up here. Like a water fountain? No way!
God, I forgot he was here. That I was having a good time, actually.
Exactly. It's impossible. In other words, the reason for the difference in the amount of blood is the amount of blood in the meeting room and the storeroom are different because
the weapon was pulled out here, she was stabbed here, she was stabbed in the storeroom.
Oh! What if she was stabbed up there with the candelabra, it was stuck in her, they pulled it out down here.
That seems more likely than the other two, because I do believe that Francie's right. Believe that she is right where it wouldn't have spilled down maybe that much, although that's what I originally thought. She was stabbed here is obviously not it. I'm gonna do this.
The victim died of a stab wound. Naturally, there would be a significant amount of blood loss.
That's obvious just from looking at the blood stain.
Bro, that's so weird, man. She was attacked in the storeroom, but there was less blood found there than... Ah!
Keep getting him, Francie. I'm living for it all. Silence, you third-rate prosecutor.
But I'm the best. Ah! Do you know when you lose the most blood after getting stabbed with a sharp object? Yeah, it's when you pull the weapon out.
Ah, I know. It's when the sharp object is pulled out, right?
Oh, don't screenshot that. Precisely. After being stabbed with the candelabra, the body was moved to the meeting room. And then, the murder weapon was pulled out right here in this very room. That would account for the difference in the amount of blood that was left behind.
But why would the culprit go through all that trouble?
Most likely to give the impression that the murder occurred in the meeting room.
Right, to frame it.
It seems Miss Crane's keycard was used last night. But, based on the time of use, it must have been a ploy by the culprit to mislead us. In all likelihood, it was the culprit who used the keycard to enter the meeting room.
That's what I thought. Okay. Why would the culprit have needed to do that?
Perhaps they feared that the storeroom would be found out during the investigation. If they were involved in the auction, they would not have wanted it to become public.
Meeting room blood. A pool of blood found in the meeting room. Was it left behind to hide the storeroom's existence? Oh, I see. Okay. The auction, you say?
Grow your bra. It's alright, I got another one right here. Perhaps you should go upstairs and see for yourself what items are on display.
Oh yeah, what do you think she would make of that?
I'm sure that will allow you to understand what occurred here.
She doesn't know about it yet. I wonder what she will say. Impressive, Miles Edgeworth. You're willing to go that far to protect her?
There's something big lurking behind the scenes of this case. Kay simply got caught up in it.
You're exaggerating.
Am I now? More than anyone, I would think you'd understand the significance behind all this. Why would you, a prosecutor working with Interpol, be involved in a domestic case? Wasn't your objective to crush a certain international smuggling ring? If your search for smuggled goods has led you here, then isn't this feeling I have related to the case?
For sure. I'm relieved. You haven't lost your touch even though you turned in your badge. I've heard about your situation from Scruffy over there.
Did you tell her all it? Did you tell her, Gumshoe? It's fine. Sorry, sir. I just wanted to help out somehow. It's okay. A wise decision, detective. Yeah, it was actually, because I don't know if she would have believed us if we told her ourselves. I don't know about that, actually. Francisca, are you the one in charge of the case? Isn't Interpol pursuing the black market auction?
And what if I am? That's not something you need to know.
So, you knew about all this from the very beginning. You knew the black market auction was being held, right here. Who's holding it? What are we holding? Oh.
Hey, you mind if I butt in?
Girl, it's never stopped you before.
About that gal who turned up dead.
You! Oh, she knows her.
Hey, I ain't done talking yet. Out! You ain't changed a lick.
I love how people told me that Francisca doesn't whip girls, but she do. At least one. Man, she don't care. I guess you gotta just piss her off. Or be Lotta. This case doesn't need even a fragment of your faulty testimony to be fair.
She is spitting facts right now.
Lada has never given us the easy answer. Not once. Not in any game. She's right. Francie, you're right.
What are you saying? I'm a bona fide adjournment. Ow! Back then, you gave false testimony.
Oh shit, that is true. This is absolutely true, though.
Miss Von Karma seems to really dislike Lada.
I can't say she's fond of her.
Ain't that crane gal one of them PIC members? She's a spitting image of the conductor. I reckon she's... Oh, she hit me again. What is the meaning of this? Answer me, Miles Edgeworth.
From Miss Hart's testimony, we obtained a description of what the conductor was wearing, and it matches with what the victim, Jill Crane, was wearing.
You mean to say the one who was murdered was the conductor?
That is kind of important.
Miss Von Karma, maybe you should calm down. It would seem that a new fact has just been brought to light. Indeed, I came here in pursuit of the black market auction, in order to arrest the organizer of the event. In other words, the conductor.
If we believe Miss Hart's testimony, then the conductor is already dead. Wouldn't this mean that your investigation has ended in vain?
That's right. However, I swear on my name that I will not return empty-handed. I challenge you, Miles Edgeworth.
A challenge is fine, but why is she readying her whip like she's out for a victim of her own?
Wait again?
Girl, I'm ready for your ace. All right, tell me.
I will concede your argument. The murder occurred in the storeroom, correct? That would mean the culprit is someone who participated in the auction. If that photographer is correct, the victim was the conductor, and the culprit was the customer. The culprit waited for the victim in the storeroom where the goods were delivered. Then, they stabbed the victim in the chest with the candelabra in the storeroom.
Wait a minute now. Wait.
That is all. I trust you have no objections.
Unfortunately, that is not the case, because there is a hole in your testimony. Yeah, I already saw it.
As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I didn't notice anything at all. Well then, please settle this with one blow.
Uh-huh. Yes, of course. Watch as I crush her logic.
Okay, just press everything. But I think I know which one it is. Okay. I will concede your argument the murder occurred in the storeroom, correct?
I don't think I need to press that one, but I'm going to do it anyway. You were surprisingly quick to concede.
I simply cannot deny facts that are backed by evidence. That is all. You have proven that the murder occurred in the storeroom. That would mean the culprit is someone who participated in the auction. Okay, tell me more about that.
The culprit participated in the auction. I'd like to hear your basis for this claim.
Yeah, tell me what you know about that. When I spoke with the staff of the building, not a single one mentioned the storeroom. The storeroom's existence must have only been known to a select few.
And that's where the items for the auction were being stored.
I see you understand. Yes, the culprit participated in the auction. If that photographer is correct, the victim was the conductor and the culprit was a customer. We're sure about that, though?
So you're saying the victim was the auction's conductor?
Right, and the culprit... Hey, ain't you the one that told her just a minute ago?
Yes, that's right. However, I was simply making sure her logic is clear.
That ain't right. You're doing it wrong. This is the part where you're supposed to say I'm done goofed. The culprit was a customer participating in the black market auction.
I love how she just whipped her and didn't say shit.
What in tarnation? Now you done it. Don't cover for him. Of course, that is only if this photographer's testimony is indeed true.
I can't tell whether they're on good or bad terms.
The issue here is the culprit's actions. The culprit waited for the victim in the storeroom where the goods were delivered. Okay.
Miss Hart was in the storeroom at the time. Could the culprit really have been waiting there?
I love it. I'll never get tired of it. I don't know where she was hiding, but since you've seen it, you must know as well There are numerous hiding places in that storeroom.
So the culprit was hiding while they waited for the victim to arrive.
I believe the crime occurred after the auction ended. After all, the victim was the organizer of the auction, the conductor.
So she has been in the storm because she said there was a lot of places to hide, but I almost thought that she hadn't known about it yet. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding.
During the auction, the organizer would have to be in front of the customers the entire time.
After the auction ended? Please add that statement to your testimony.
I believe the crime occurred after the auction ended. Okay, wait a minute. After the auction ended... Wait a minute, don't we have something for this? I think we do. What is it? What was Lotta's testimony? Black market auction was being held in the Grand Tower of the Edgeworth auction. The auction continued even after Jill Crane's murder. That's it. The auction continued even after it. Okay. If we're believing her testimony.
Oh, we got her. As I thought. You're one step behind.
What did you say?
The victim was not the conductor. And I have proof. Oh, God. We're talking about two different people now. Do you see what happened? We're talking about two different people. Miss Hart's testimony.
That photographer's testimony is not trustworthy.
I would normally think that as well.
What are y'all saying? I'm a bona fide journalist. Ow! Cease your idle chatter. Yo!
Better stop, girl. You're gonna get arrested. Francisca, calm down and listen. Miss Hart witnessed a part of the murder. The main point here is that after witnessing the murder, she says the auction continued.
That's right. Sure as can be. They all just kept going on shamelessly.
Do you think the auction could have continued without someone conducting it? So here's what I think happened. She was put in the conductor's clothes. If the victim was not the conductor, the person killed must have been a customer.
No!
Her bra is gone. It's alright. As I said from the beginning, Kay is not the culprit. After all, she herself was attacked by someone and lost consciousness. In which case, that would also make her a victim. If the auction continued after the incident occurred... Yes, and the victim was not the conductor, but a customer. Oh yeah, shit. I'm starting to get what's happening here.
Who's this?
That voice.
Hello?
Oh, it's you, isn't it?
Order in the court. The chairman will now enter.
Yeah, hello. What's up, man?
Oh my. No need to be so stiff.
Aren't you old as hell? We'll talk about stiff, man.
Actually, feel free to call me Blazy. Well then, Blazy, what brings you here?
Man, that's your dad. Don't talk to him like that.
Huh? Oh, well. I just wanted to see if my idiot son was working hard is all.
Is this kind of father-son relationship really healthy? I don't think anything about this is healthy. Sir, you're gonna light up your beard by accident. That's gonna happen.
I had come to light a fire under you, but it seems I found an unexpected boner.
Sorry, I read it like that.
To think that the criminal who has become the talk of the town would be here, of all places.
Everyone, restrain the suspect at once.
Please wait. Kay Faraday is not the culprit. Oh my god!
Silence! This is quite troubling, Edgeworth. Didn't I tell you earlier? The PIC desires a swift resolution to this case.
Yeah, I bet you do, for multiple reasons.
If it's not, we could lose our trust with the public. They'd call us a waste of time committee.
Fine, I'm good with it.
You know it's troubling for me as well, that sort of thing at my age too.
And on top of that, an illegal investigation is not something that I can overlook. Have you forgotten? You are no longer a prosecutor. You have lost all your authority. Furthermore, you have aided a criminal in evading the law.
Yes, that's right. You're so reliable, Courtney.
I'm aware of the consequences of my actions. You may punish me as you wish. However, we have found a new suspect. It's the person pictured here. Kay Faraday was attacked by this person, and...
What you know? There is no need for your explanation. Just recently, a red raincoat was discovered in the vicinity of this building. The victim's blood and cherry blossom petals were found on the hood.
Cherry blossom petals. Now that you mention it, on the viewing platform.
Yes, they probably stuck on due to the blood. They were littered around the blood stain.
And we received the forensic report on the blood, you know. There's no doubt about it. The person in that photo is the victim, Jill Crane.
What did you say?
Red raincoat.
The victim's fingerprints and blood were found on the hood. Uh-oh. Impossible. That would completely destroy the foundations of our logic. We had believed the person in the red raincoat was the culprit. And now it turns out that person is actually the murder victim? Wait. If that's the case, then the prime suspect would be...
Miss Faraday, you met a person in a red raincoat on the rooftop, did you not? Yes, I did, but... The person in the red raincoat was the murder victim, and Kay Faraday came into contact with that person. Since one of the parties is now dead, what happened next should be clear.
Kay was attacked by that person. As the victim, it would be impossible for her to be the culprit. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
There is no evidence she was attacked, is there? Furthermore, we must consider the possibility that the victim fought back.
It's far too early to come to that conclusion. Kay is not the criminal.
You're wrong.
Kay?
That's wrong. Even though I don't want to believe it myself. After hearing about the raincoat, I finally remembered. I only remember a little, but from what I saw that night, the culprit is me.
What?
I remember looking down at the person in the red raincoat. Mr. Edgeworth, it was me. The culprit was me all along.
That can't be right.
Then, why? Why do I have that memory? That person collapsed before my eyes, engulfed in a pool of blood. Why didn't I do anything? It must have been because I killed her.
Oh, she only saw her covered in blood, but that doesn't mean that you did it.
It is clear to me the validity of Kay Faraday's memory.
Didn't you doubt it until just now, pal?
Congratulations, Miss Faraday. Your courage will surely allow you to be forgiven. Now, let us rejoice in the blessings of the goddess of law.
Stop her frenzy. Allow me to give my opinion as an international prosecutor. Her actions as a criminal are... Francis trying.
Hurry. Arrest Kay Faraday at once.
How dare you behave that way before me? You're being too forceful. Further verification is necessary. I'd even go so far to say this is unlawful.
Unfortunately, the law does not side with you.
It sides with me, you see. But you know, the beautiful bond between you two has been etched deeply into my heart.
That reminds me, we seem to have forgotten one additional suspect.
Edgeworth, that's you.
What? What do you mean? What's that, pal? Mr. Edgeworth hasn't done anything wrong.
I beg to differ. That's right. You see, he's no longer a prosecutor, sadly enough.
Your actions have gone too far this time. An illegal investigation and assisting in the escape of a criminal. I cannot even think of you as a former prosecutor. Now humbly accept your punishment.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do?
Oh yes, that's right. I believe the plan for today was to hold your hearing before the PIC. Why don't we leave the hearing for tomorrow, even though the result is already crystal clear? You should think long and hard about what you've done. Very long and very hard. Stop it.
Court is now adjourned.
What the fuck? What?
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do? Oh no. Okay, this is bad. Bad. How are we even gonna get out of this?
We're gonna have to find out, guys, in the next one. Gosh, I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon in the next episode. Toodaloo.